AITA for confronting my friend about the huge lies she told me on my wedding day. So, I 28F recently got married, and there's a situation with one of my bridesmaids, Sarah, 29F, that's been eating at me. We've been close friends for years, and I asked her to be my maid of honor. I was super excited about it, and she seemed just as thrilled. The wedding was beautiful. Everything went mostly as planned. But here's where things went wrong. Right before the ceremony started, I had a quiet moment with Sarah. I was in my wedding dress, just waiting to walk down the aisle, and I was really nervous. I asked her if she thought I looked good in the dress, and I wanted her opinion on my hair, which I had spent hours on. She was super kind, telling me I looked gorgeous and reassuring me that everything was going to be perfect. However, right before the ceremony began, she whispered something that totally threw me off. She said, "You look great, but I just need to warn you. Your fiancé has been texting his ex all week." I was stunned. My fiancé, let's call him Mark, had no reason to be texting his ex, and there was absolutely no indication that anything was wrong between us. But there I was, about to walk down the aisle, and now I'm filled with anxiety. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just walk away from my wedding, but I couldn't ignore what Sarah had told me either. So, I tried to brush it off and focus on the ceremony. I walked down the aisle, trying to put Sarah's words out of my head. The ceremony went well, and we got married. After the wedding, I confronted Mark about what Sarah had said. He was completely confused and told me there was absolutely nothing going on. He hadn't texted his ex at all. In fact, he hadn't spoken to her in months, and his phone was open for me to check. I did, and there was no evidence of any recent contact with her. I was relieved, but also felt betrayed by Sarah's comments. Later that night, I sat down with Sarah and asked her where she heard this from. She got really defensive and claimed she was just looking out for me and wanted to make sure I was aware of what was happening behind my back. But she couldn't provide any real proof of her claim. After that, she apologized, but I've been having trouble trusting her since. Now, I'm feeling torn. I confronted her in the heat of the moment, and while I can't deny I was angry, I'm also questioning whether I overreacted. Was it fair to confront her so aggressively when it was my wedding day, or did I have a right to defend my relationship? For calling out my friend on such an important day. Edit. Wow, I didn't expect this to blow up like this. Just to clarify, Mark and I have had zero issues in our relationship, and I've never had any reason to doubt his loyalty before. Sarah is the type of friend who tends to stir drama, and I've forgiven her for little things like this in the past, but this felt like a step too far. Thanks for all the advice and support, guys. I'll definitely be having a long conversation with Sarah soon.